Hey Dad, this is a video on how to play my song Pressure on guitar, on electric guitar. I want it re-recorded on electric guitar. Um, yeah, so I'll play through the intro first and then go through it step by step. Okay, so this is the intro. So that's the intro, and I'll do it step by step. So with this, I'm going to be saying three on the. So for example, I might say three on the low E, two on the A, three on the D. That means three on the low E means third fret on the low E string, or two on the A means second fret on the A string, or third on the D equals third fret on the D string. So that's three on the low E. That's the third fret E string. That's an example. So I'll show you the chords. So what we're going to do is go second fret on the low E string, so with your thumb over the top, and then second fret on the D string, that's with your index finger, second fret on the D string, second fret on the G string, barring it with that same finger, so and then third fret on the B string, and that's the first chord. And then the next chord is, that's third fret on the low E, so there, zero fret on the D, so that's open, second fret on the G string, third fret on the B string. So, and then the next bit is it goes, so that's zero, hammer onto the two on the D string, hammer onto the second fret on the D string, hammer onto the fourth fret on the D string, and then open on the G string, and then back to the fourth fret on the D string, then back to the second fret on the D string, and then open. So that third fret on the low E there. Yep. So 0, 2, 4 on the D string, open on the G string, back to 4 on the D, 2 on the D, 0 on the D. So, and then the next chord is an E minor 9, so that's 0 on the low E string, so that's open fret. 0 means open fret. Second fret on the A string, fourth fret on the D string, 0 fret open on the G, and third fret on the B. And you're finger picking it, so E string, A string, D string, G string, B string, G string, D string, A string. So and then the next chord is this is fifth fret on the low E string, seventh fret on the D, seventh fret on the G, fifth fret on the B string, and fifth fret on the high E string. So you're barring it with that, barring that whole fifth fret with your one finger, so, and then adding the 7th fret on the D string, 7th fret on the G string. So you're finger picking it, the low E, the low E string, the D string, and then you're picking all three G, B, E string together. So, the low E string, the D string, the G string, and then you're picking the last two B and E string together. So that's and that's changing that chord there as an A major, so 7th fret on the D, 6th fret on the G, and the 5th fret on the B, 5th fret on the E. So like that. So I'll try to do it real slow. So yeah, from the start. So and then the next one goes is the first chord again. Oh no, sorry. Is this chord is 2nd fret on the low E, so that's the thumb over the top. Open on the D string, 2nd on the G string, 3rd on the B string. So you're going plucking all those notes, and then this chord here is 3rd fret on the low E. Yeah, 3rd fret on the low E with your thumb, and then open on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string, 5th fret on the high E. So you're going so you're going, yeah. So before you do the 5th to the 7th on the high E, you're playing that bass note, the G. So you're going. And then you're going 5th fret on the low E, 5th fret on the D, 4th fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B. That chord there. So, and you're hammering, you're pulling off the 3rd fret on the B. So you're going. So pluck all the notes that you're playing, and then you're pulling it off. So you're sort of going. Yeah. So so you're pulling it off with pulling that 3rd fret on the B off, so it's an open, pulling it off to an open, then plucking the G string, then the D string. So you're playing all the notes at once when you do the pull off. So So I'll do it again from the this bit. So you're doing. So pulling it off, then the G string, D string, and then the low E string. Then you're going to that same chord, but up 2 frets, so it's 7 on the low E string, 7 on the D, 8 on the G, 6 on the G string, 5th fret on the B string. So 7th fret low E, 7th fret D string, 6th fret G string, 5th fret B string. So you're plucking it all, like plucking all those notes. So like, and playing the G string and the D string after you pluck it. So plucking all those notes that you're holding down, and then plucking the G string, then the D string, and then this next chord is a 7th fret on the low E with your thumb, 7th fret on the D with this finger here, and 2nd fret on the and 7th fret on the G, and 7th fret on the B, and you're hammering on your middle finger to the 8th fret on the B string. You're hammering on your middle finger, so you're going. So you hammer it on and pull it off, and then play the G string. So you're plucking all those notes that you're holding down, so like that. So like that, and then you go back to then you go back to that chord there is 0 on 2nd fret on the low E with your thumb, open on the D, 2 on 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B. So you go. That chord there is 3rd fret on the low E with the middle finger, open on the D string, 2nd on the G, open on the B. So you're going. And then you're doing 3rd fret, slide to the 5th, and then back again. So, and you play that bass note G before you do the slide. So you go. So hear that? So that's the 3rd fret on the low E. And then you're doing so you're going, and then you're doing that's 2nd fret on the D, open on the G, 3rd fret on the B, 3rd fret on the G. So 2nd fret on the D, open on the G, 3rd fret B, 3rd fret E string. And you play all those chords, play all those notes, sorry. The D string, G string, B string, E string. And then you go. So you go. Oh, sorry. So the second chord is So it's the same like that, except you take the 3rd fret on the high E and make it 2nd fret. So, and then A7. So there's 0 on the A, 2 on the D, 0 on the G, 3 on the B, and high on the low E. So actually you're not playing the D string when you do that chord. You're doing 0 on the A, 0 on the G, 2nd on the B string, 0 on the high E. So you're going. So you're going. And when after you play that A7 chord, finger pick it from the B string to the G string to the D string. Sorry, so I'll do it slower. I'll do it from. And after you play that A7 chord, you're going B string, G string, A. And then you're sliding from the 3rd fret on the B string to the 5th fret. So. B, G, low A, 3rd to the 5th. Yeah. B string, G string, low A, 3rd to the 5th. So. Then you're going that chord there again, 2nd on the low E with the thumb, open on the D, 2nd on the G, 3rd on the B. That chord there, I've already showed you that one. That's a 3rd on the low E, open on the D, 2nd on the G, open on the B. So go. And you're doing B, G, D string, B, G, D, finger picking it. So then you're doing this again. That pull off thing again with that chord. And then this chord. That's 5 on the A, 4 on the D, 4 on the G, 5 on the B, 5 on the high E. So, and then you're finger picking the last 3 strings, the high E, the B and the G. So you're going, and then you're going this chord here is 1st on the A string, 3rd on the D string, 0 open on the G string, 3rd on the B string. So you're going. So you're like plucking all the strings, going like that, and then you're going. So that you're plucking the B string, the G string, and the D string when you're doing the finger picking bit. And then that chord there is 3rd on the A, open on the D, open on the G, 3rd on the B. So you're going. And you're finger picking the B, G, D. The B string, the G string, the D string. So. And this next chord is a D with an F sharp. So that's a D, F sharp. So you're going. So you're finger picking it, going. So that's the very last bit of the intro. So I'll play it all from the top. So that's the intro. The next bit is the verse. So you're going to go up to 7th fret on the low E, 9th fret on the A, 11th fret on the D, and 7th fret on the G. So using that barring that finger there, and then it's like that. So you're going, so finger picking it. Then the next chord is open on the A, and then you're going 6th on the G to the 7th, hammer on to the 7th, so, and then 5th on the high E, so like that. And then this chord here is a 3rd fret on the low E, 0 on the D, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B. So you're going, so this chord is 3rd fret on the low E, open on the D string, 2nd on the G string, open on the B, and then you hammer on the 3rd fret on the B from the 0, so a 0 fret on the B, and then you hammer on to the 3rd, and then take it off again, pull it off again. Like that. So you're going, then you do a D, so you go D chord, and take off that middle finger, pull off the middle finger, so you're going, so you're going, that's that chord there is 2nd on the low E, 2nd on the D string, 3rd fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string. So you're going, and then the next bit is 2nd fret on the A string, 2nd fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string, and you're plucking it, like playing the bass note first, and then the 2 G string and the B string, like that. And with that you're sliding up the 2nd fret on the G and the 3rd fret on the B, you're sliding that up 2 frets, so you slide it up, so and then the next bit is you're doing 0 on the A, 2nd on the D, so you're going, and that chord there is 4th on the D string, 2nd on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string. So you're hammering it on and pulling it off again. So you're going, so like that. And then the next bit is 3rd on the low E, open on the D, open on the G, 3rd on the B, and picking it like that. D, G, B, G, D, E, D. Oh, sorry. D, G, B, G, D, G, D. So, and then you're going. So that's 0 on the D string, 3rd on the B string, 2nd fret on the high E string. Then 5th fret on the B string, 3rd fret on the high E. Then 7th fret on the B string, 5th fret on the high E. So I do it from the top. Like that. So I do it real slow again. So you hammer it, you're playing the G and the B open at the end of that. Like that. So that's the intro and the pre-verse before the verse kicks in. So that's the first part of the video.